What to do when you feel lazy and unmotivated. Honestly, you guys, I couldn't have chosen a much better moment to film this video because that's literally what I've been struggling with for the past few days. And today I just came back from the beach. I spent a day with one of my homegirls and I literally my shorts and tank top and my swimsuit underneath, and it was a really awesome day. I really needed it, and we did like 21k steps. Like, that was crazy. Last time I saw her we did like 18,000 a day. We walked a lot. It was really like a beach therapy kind of day. Really awesome. I'm just gonna share with you some of the things that I've been going through in my life that are keeping me in this lazy and unmotivated loop, but I got out of this, and that's exactly why we're making this video. And I kind of wanted to show and share with you my tips and strategies that help me get out of the rut, to get unstuck when something like this happens, because I'm human too. I get unmotivated, I get lazy, I sometimes have to force myself to do things. So yeah, like there are different kind of circumstances and different things that a lot of people, struggle with. So that's what I wanted to dedicate this video to. And a lot of you, I know, watch me to get some maybe health and fitness motivation, and that's exactly what I'm here for. I like to lead by example. And a lot of the times I really don't like talking videos. I don't like to sit down and like chat because I don't think I'm particularly great at it. But that's exactly the way that I can create a connection with you guys. So that's why I have to do it. It's so much easier for me to just zone out and film me working out without saying anything or explaining anything. Just put like an overlay music and completely like just do that, as opposed to do like a talking video like this. I literally have been lazy and unmotivated. A lot of you guys struggle with, that's what I see from the comments at least, that a lot of you cannot find either the motivation to work out or to dedicate time to your health and fitness, to eat better, to sleep better, or or a lot of the resistance comes in terms of like workouts, because it's either you don't have time or you just don't feel like, because it feels like work when you have to physically get up and start doing something, right? Especially like if you think, oh, the workout is going to be long and whatever, like you have to change into your workout clothes, and it like in your head it sounds like too much work, this and that. So that's what I see a lot of you guys have problems with, and I'm here to tell you that first of all, I'm human too. I go through my own things. I go through my own struggles, and when it comes to health and fitness though, I am really super like focused, and I got this game down. Like, I'm genetically predisposed to being lean. I have really good metabolism and all that, but the thing is, and I know a lot of people will argue with me, but all the lean people out there, or like slim people, naturally slim people out there, know that it's still work. Like, you still, like if you don't work on your body, if you just let yourself go, no amount of good genetics will help. I mean, you will look out of shape. People call it like skinny fat or something like that, or whatever the case may be. People call it different things. I've seen a lot of skinny people that are out of shape. And I'm not talking just about like fitness level. Fitness wise, like when it comes to conditional training, I'm not the strongest, I'm not the fastest. What else is out there? Like, I'm not the most flexible person in the room. I don't know, I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box, whatever they call it. I guess it relates to being smart, but maybe that's too, I don't know. But anyway, we're here and we're talking about like being lazy and unmotivated, and I'm trying to like make it kind of like connect all together. So what I'm trying to say with all of this, when it comes to fitness side of things and conditional training, that's not what I focus on. I'm not competing with anybody fitness wise, but when it comes to fat loss, I think, I'm pretty freaking sure that I got this game figured out, and I got it really dialed in. My physique is better than it's ever been. I have like an incredible, immense amount of control over my body. You guys, obviously my channel is all about health and fitness and feeling like attractive and loving yourself and being confident and being like looking your best, showing up in the world as your best self, being really comfortable in your body and all of that, like really loving your body. That's what my channel is all about. What I noticed, there is a couple different kinds of laziness and unmotivatedness. And so what I'm on here trying to like tell you, convey to you, is that what I notice in me is that I know for sure, for certain, when I'm just feeling lazy for the sake of laziness, like I just don't want to do anything. Like there's nothing wrong with me, like I'm not sick, I'm not tired, everything's fine. Like I am perfectly capable of producing something or like sitting down and like filming a video, or I notice I have a lot of resistance towards sometimes editing. And again, like I'm showing you these examples just to kind of like explain what's going on, because a lot of the times circumstances can be different for everybody, but the underlying foundation, what's happening, what's like the main thing that is keeping you lazy and is not letting you break out of that and it's not letting you get unstuck, is pretty much the same. So that's why I'm giving you these other examples. So the point is, if my laziness is not based on anything else but pure laziness, and I know that, you know that too, you've been there, like I'm sure you can tell what's up, like if you really, you know, check in with yourself. So if it's just pure laziness, that's the time that I know that I need to literally just force myself. I know I'm not advocate forcing, because forcing implies effort, it implies trying, and I'm not into trying. I like things to be like, I like to be inspired to do things, because that's when the best stuff like kind of comes out of you and you're able to be your best self and produce, you know, show up better in the world, and everything else will just be effortless. Yeah, but like if you're literally gonna sit and always wait for inspiration, I don't know, it's like you can sit and wait until you're blue in the face and it might never even come. So that's why like there are deadlines, there are things that kind of keep us accountable, and I'm the kind of person, like if I'm committed, I'm freaking committed. Okay, so when it comes to that, like I literally, like when I know it's not based on anything else, that's when I have to kind of get some fire under my behind and get down to business and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no excuses, just sit down and get it done. When it comes to workouts, same thing applies. Again, even though like I am pretty good at, you know, being consistent with my programs and everything that I do in my fitness and stuff like that, like I know why I'm doing this, I know the reason behind it, and I'm very motivated, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it happens and it's totally cool. It's totally okay. What do I do in that case? If I just don't feel like freaking working out, same thing. If I know that like everything's fine with me, I don't have any fever, I'm totally fine, like I'm totally capable, I just don't feel like it, then that's when I start dancing as kind of like warming myself up. So I make a dance warm-up. I turn on my favorite music and I kind of just, yeah, like it gets me in that flow, in that move and all that other stuff, like, and I get into it and then it just flows and I get into my workout easily. It just kind of like, it just starts going. And that's why sometimes in my videos, in my workout videos, you see me do those like weird dance moves. You know what's up, because sometimes I don't feel like it, but I have to make myself feel like it. So that's one of my techniques. When it comes to productivity, I know a lot of people do either like the Pomodoro technique, when you do something for 25 minutes and then you set the timer for 5 minutes as a break, and then you get back into it for another 25 minutes. What I do, what helps me, because 5 minutes sometimes is not enough of a break, so I make it 10 minutes. So I work for like 25 minutes and then I have a 10-minute break, and then I get back into it for another 25 minutes, and then I have like a longer break. There is that, and then there is another one. They call it a 2-minute rule, where you do something for 2 minutes. So that way, like in your brain, it's not like, oh, this big project, this big thing that you have to dedicate an hour to. You literally tell yourself that you're gonna do it for 2 minutes. What happens is that you start getting involved with whatever it is that you're working on, and 2 minutes suddenly turns into 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes. One leads to another, and you are so into this project, and you literally get sucked into it, and you get in the zone, in the flow, and there you go, you get it accomplished. So that's how the 2-minute rule works. I do that sometimes, and it also can be applied to like the workout in terms of a warm-up. You can literally say, oh, like I'm just gonna like do some warm-up moves for 2 minutes, and lo and behold, you got your heart rate up, you got it pumping, and your favorite music is getting you in the flow, and suddenly you're inspired to complete your workout, and it's completely easy, it's super fun, and you don't dread it. That's usually how it works for me. So that's that. There's another instance which has been happening for me for the past few days, but finally we're coming back to normal, and that's why I'm making this video, because I was super freaking resistant to sitting down and making any kind of videos. So the first aspect is when you know that you're just freaking being lazy. That's it. The second aspect is when your laziness is based on some other factors. Like for example, if you didn't get enough sleep last night, you're feeling lethargic, or if you're feeling sick, like it happened to me a couple days ago. And I didn't have like too much of it or anything. I don't know. It just wasn't sitting right in my stomach, and I was sick all day. It was weird. And on top of that, I didn't get enough sleep. I only could sleep for like maybe 2.5 hours, which is very weird, because usually that kind of wine puts me to sleep like that. So it was just, yeah, so I was feeling tired. I didn't get enough sleep, and on top of all that, I was like sick from the drink from the night before. And then on top of all that, I was in the funk. I had some other stuff going on in my brain that I just had on my mind. Like all of those things together. Oh, and on top of all that, like I saw that my channel, like my views were not doing that great. So I was like, what's even the point of all this? Like, why am I even doing all this? Like, I was just literally feeling unmotivated. Like I wanted to sit down to do a video or something like that. Like I scheduled a few things that I needed to get done this week, and I saw I was noticing that I was already falling behind because of X, Y, and Z. And so in cases like that, what I do usually, and what helps me a lot, that's exactly the perfect example when I do not force myself to do anything, because I know that no matter what I do in that time, like I can pretend like I'm fine and nothing's happening. I can like squeeze it out of myself, but the quality's not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. Like you guys will see, you won't, but like you notice these things, you know what I mean? I literally just enjoy doing nothing, and that's what I did. I went to the beach yesterday, and then I went to the beach today again. By the way, it really did help in tremendously. I woke up today feeling a lot better. When something like that happens, that's what you gotta do. Just relax and enjoy. Give yourself some time. Maybe give yourself a day to just do nothing, or if one day is not enough, give yourself 2 days, 3 days, however long you need to get back into that flow, just natural flow, when you're inspired, when you don't need to drag yourself, you don't need to force yourself. But when you are literally inspired, you want to get back into work, you want to get back into working out, you want to nourish your body with greens and green juices and nutrient-dense foods, And of course, obviously, you don't want it to drag out to days, right? Or weeks, because it's not really good. But give yourself a proper amount of time to just literally relax, chill out, and do nothing. Enjoy the do nothingness in cases where, I just outlined to to you, where it's not just you feeling lazy, it's not just you not wanting to do something for the sake of not doing it just because you don't feel like it, you know. But if there are other things going on, if something else upset you, something else is on your mind, and you know, or like you're feeling sick, or you know, you had like a bad night where you couldn't fall asleep, you were tossing and turning, you were suffering from insomnia, which happens to a lot of people, like it's, you know, it's major. Sleep is really important, and especially to your productivity. Oh my goodness. And having 2.5 hours of sleep is not acceptable, especially like when I know, like literally, like the reason why I had a drink, the reason why I had a couple glasses of wine was because I wanted to have a good night's sleep, because I thought that was what was going to get me back into the flow of things the next morning. But it literally like was counterproductive. It backfired. When you are experiencing something like that, that's exactly your sign to do nothing, and give yourself a day or two to just focus on you, relax, and not try to make something work. Don't try to get in the zone. Do not try to get in the flow, because it will not happen. It just, nothing that you do in that kind of a state will ever be valuable to others, or will ever be any of good use, really. So that's what I wanted to kind of share with you. Some of the things that helped me to get unstuck, get out of the funk. And yeah, and I literally, like today, I'm feeling so much better. I spent a fabulous day outside, and beach therapy works like magic. But even if it wasn't for the beach, just literally having a few days all to myself and not worrying about certain deadlines, certain things, and yada yada. But the main point of this video is sometimes you just gotta do nothing, you know, and that's exactly how you get back into that natural, inspired flow of things, where you do things not because you're literally forcing yourself, but because you actually want to. And the results that come out of that are amazing. And you know that because like we've all been there. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. On that note, thank you so much for listening to some of my existential rambling, ranting, I don't know, whatever it is. And yeah, I gotta go take a shower now because I'm all sweaty. But I was so inspired to sit down and film this video for you, so that way you can get unstuck and feel motivated and inspired to do whatever it is that you are feeling lazy about. And there you go. All right, guys, take care. See you soon.